Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 here, getting tangled in a cord. Bringing you a company versus replay, and it's been quite some time. Jesus Christ, hit the wrong button, I'm already rusty. Yeah, so this is a 4v4 brought to you myself because A, the patch deleted a lot of replays, B, I've been traveling for like multiple days and unpacking, so I kind of want to do something I'm familiar with, and C, the only other replay I have is a 1v1, which I will do right after this, so don't worry, don't worry. If you remember, send in your CH2 replays, and I will go over them. I also want to thank my Patreon supporters like Chris and Tim for contributing and supporting. The bonus video for Patreon will be up within the next few days. If you are not a Patreon supporter, you will not see that video. So again, highly recommend that you, or at least you won't see it for some time. But yeah, in any case, I highly recommend that maybe you check out my Patreon. If not, that's fine. Just watching my video really helps. But in any case, yeah, so in our team is myself, my brother, Blue Leader, and NBA Champions, aka 2 British, Soviet, and American, versus a full team of Vermach, which is 13, Mass, Semper, and Katusha. And we look at their ranks, they're actually pretty decent. They're overall, not, you know, decently ranked. I know, oh, by the way, and last thing, I'll shut up about random stuff, mostly. So, while I was traveling, apparently the Steam sale got initiated. So, if you guys want to pick up COH2 and you haven't, by the time this goes out, it should be going on for another week. So, you can pick up COH2 for like 75% off. If you're into multiplayer, I recommend the multiplayer expansion. Single player is also pretty good, although I think the Theater of War stuff is probably the thing that you may not, if you don't care, if there's something you would not care about, that would probably be it, honestly. But honestly, yeah, COH2 is on sale with a bunch of other games that are awesome, like Wolfenstein and, oh god, just tons and tons of other games. Batman, Arkham City, Knight, because, you know, that game works. But yeah, no, Steam sale's on, go check it out, highly recommend it. And, also, we're no longer going to go to because, oh, they just stole keys, oh god damn it. It's the only place you can buy roots. Alright, anyway. Put an MG, unfortunately, I tell it to attack this. I thought it would be in heavy cover. It's not, so I'm going to have to retreat this immediately. As the British, I went 2 MGs to help support my Soviet ally, who is bringing up a lot of conscripts and whatnot. Penal troops specifically and everything else. Now, penal troops, you get flamethrowers. Unlock Urada. Really? Alright. I'm seeing what they unlock. Now, we see the mortar spam, we're like, Jesus Christ. Now, of course, he went double MG as well. He went bunker and whatnot. They're going MG spam with a mortar spam. I have no idea if this is a new tactic in CH2. I really want you guys to post in the comments what the fuck has happened to CH2. Because I got frustrated playing this game in some regard. Because I'm just like, what is going on? Like, seriously, what have they done to the Axis? Because when I was on, the few games I did play, no one was going OKW. So what the fuck did they do to the OKW that made it so bad? Like, I played a game or two before I did my 23-hour venture over 2 days to get to Austin. But it's just like, what the fuck? Also, there's a cat next to me, so it's kind of adorable. For those who don't know, I now have a cat called Tally, so she will possibly be showing up in a video or two. Thinking about getting your general uniform, I don't know, being like a co-COH2 sponsor for live streams, we shall see. Definitely our new 3rd member on the channel. Highly, already seems a lot better than possible other people like Devastated. But I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Alright, let's look at their ranks, because again, they kind of went fast, which kind of makes me think that they are kind of a team-ish. We have Mass, who at Jaeger Armor, again, Elephant's great long range. Elite Troops, along with this guy as well. Stormtroopers is good, you can play them out of buildings. But the really, wow, nice flank with the British troops. And then you get, shouldn't this be heavy cover? Why is it medium cover? I don't know. I really don't know. Mortar, trying to help. Too many guys here, the British troops probably die. Although he did a decent amount of damage with the MG. So. The thing I find very interesting about this is that the Tiger Ace is something, like I said, it's the end-all be-all. And it can be good or not, but if it's on the field, it's a huge detriment. So you need to end the battle. You cannot have a consistent game. Most of it. So anyway, as you can push over here, a nice mortar strike knocks on my brother's penal troops. But his flamethrower is going to run right into that and be like, hey, what's up, dude? But yeah, the mortar team over here is goddamn crazy. And nice pin stops, by the way. We see also with the upgrade, he gets G43 rifles, which is also really good. Kind of helps fight British forces. Kind of helps out with that range. Deployed stormtroopers, but we have again, we can see double NG here. One I grabbed from the NG42 that we killed, and the other one is just my own victory. They got unfortunately hit by a mortar. Very nice penal charge. One guy managed to get around, by the way, and do that. So, you know, good for my brother. Killed a very towards bunker. Unfortunately, as you see, they put more bunkers over here, because apparently that's a thing. So I moved to more Royal Engineers. See this, I'm like, oh, shoot. Typically, Royal Engineers cannot beat a flamethrower unit, so I'm like, alright, back up. But luckily, double MGs able to push them back, which is very, very nice. Unfortunately, Blue here in GTA having some issues. Royal Engineers get close range, they can do a lot of damage. Unfortunately, those ones really paying attention. I do have 3 MGs, by the way, but as you see, this MG is kind of guarding our flank at the moment. Not really using it on the right-hand side. What else is going on? So, yeah, that's at least their doctrines. And GTA picked the Heavy Cavalry Company. They usually did this to get the armor and also try to get the smoke barrage, get through their MGs. Because that's always good. They use deploy their smoke like right here, get close up and throw it, check a grenade or two, or even just, you know, demo it if something fun. Nice mortar. Let's see, Blue Leader. What'd you get? Blue Leader is taking some casualties. Definitely. I mean, I took some casualties as well. GTA, though, using... Okay, so let me see this. These mortar teams are... Oh my god. You put... Relic. Light battlefield artillery. The thing with these mortars that I've seen is that... I don't know if they nerfed them. I don't know if GT even got them. Just 2 mortars, I've seen these things more accurate than the other mortars. And now I see why. They cost $260. So they're more expensive and probably slightly better than the average mortar, which is why they're more effective. I still think, though, from what I've seen, that they're slightly overpowered. So, I don't know. I also have heard that apparently Axis have not been winning barely any matches because of the change in nature. I don't know if that's something will change, because, again, I may be frustrated, but it's like, as you learn the game, you can get better. And you can learn to adapt to strategies. But I don't know. That's kind of annoying that you have these. Although, to be fair, it's good that they actually do have the mortar. I question the fact now of the howitzer. But at least they now have the mortar. Because at least that gives the Americans opportunity to get through the early NGs. Like in buildings and stuff like that. That makes them able to get through. So I will say that as a good thing. As you see, these guys push up one giant blob, and G is currently trying to hold up, gonna activate my armor piercing rounds. Again, that's what I always do until I want to do so. Obviously, a complete hypocrite if I didn't do that, you know. And then you see armor piercing rounds are completely annihilating that infantry, making it 4-3, which is pretty awesome. Triple mortar is kind of annoying. Unfortunately, I did lose the MG, I did lose actually both MGs. But at least that puts back the infantry and allow my brother to move up a lot of British forces. Not British forces. Me to bring in British forces. Jesus Christ, I'm talking. Along with my brother's conflict squad. So I move up, try to help take out this unit, and reman the squad. And I'm going to try to push up and deal with these goddamn mortars, because they're kind of annoying, honestly. They're kind of annoying. Now, also, my brother did a really nice thing of... I have no idea how this squad is currently being pinned. That's really stupid, honestly. But he'll throw some assassin charges, remove these bunkers. But yeah, I asked him, like, what's with the mortar spam? Yeah, it's like 3 mortars all connected. What's with the blob? Yeah, what's like? What blob are you talking about, Katusha? You're spamming your grenadiers. Hold on. You literally attacked us with the spam of grenadiers and stormtroopers. So do not complain about blobbing. Before you say, "Ooh, Greyshot, you're blobbing," it's like we did a coordinated effort. It's like a blob is like my brother's conscripts and my forces. Again, I had my 2 units, my brother had 2 units, and we pushed. It's like, and we had a combined effort. It wasn't like, oh my god. Whatever you say, Blobby McBlobberson. Oh, anyway, the MG's going down. I'm going to capture these points and then try to install some type of boffer here for heavy defense, because right now we need to make sure we can hold the center point and then kind of focus on mid, because as we see over here, GTA and Blue Leader are being annihilated. This guy's a very mobile force, which is very good. I like this guy's effort. He's trying to put a wedge between this front line, because although GTA is holding this top area, Blue Leader's having a very hard time just keeping supply lines connected and stopping this guy from being flanked. Because fortunately, this flank did kill a lot of the mortar teams, which kind of sucks. Wait a second. Also, yeah, also to the man that teaches players CH2, I'm like, I think I know what a blob is. GT, where are you? Oh shit! I just hit the wrong button. Please don't lag. Oh, don't lag. I hate when I hit that button because I think it starts to cause lag. Hopefully they fix that. But yeah, GTA lost both his mortars. Is that an 81 millimeter? Oh. Alright, that's interesting. Whatever the case, we do have an AA half strike, which is very good. It will help at least fight with infantry and hold back. He could actually technically use it to fight this MG, although my fear would be the fact this MG may eventually get armor-piercing rounds. You can annihilate that thing, but at least because this thing is mobile, it can hit it and run, which is a good thing indeed. My cat is swiping up the mouse. Not a good thing indeed. Mortars going up. The reason I bring that up is kind of help. Unfortunately, the mortar span is pretty good. But luckily, again, my MG is kind of holding them back, and... Oh, I saw my brother's MG is holding them back. And the scout car is here. Dun, 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 although they have can't stuff like that. So yeah, they drove a lot of forces. Unfortunately, enough fire. I think a Panzer Faust took that thing out. Oh, Tyler, hold! Tyler, hold! Oh, yeah, and then okay, so I activate armor suppress. Can someone, please, did they decrease the ability for suppressive barrage? Because I fire it and it doesn't suppress. And I'm just like, what is going on? We move up more forces. I move up commandos behind their line to try to attack them. That's worse than retreat. Commandos, obviously, for the win. And this will allow, and of course, my doctrine is commando regiment. This allows me to deploy commandos with glider, which is very awesome. Thank you for killing your own. You're so kind. I was retreating here, but I was able to get rid of a lot of the gears and forces back from those internal troops, taking out this MG, which is not looking to kill. Getting that move, and they once again lose a lot of forces. Although, to be fair, they're kind of regrouping a lot of their supplies. Don't know why they're in here, but whatever. Now, in the meantime, Blue Leader, again, we can see here, is providing more defense. He's trying to hold this key point so GTA can hold this point. Because if you can now actually push troops down here and kind of focus here, you can kind of like be a choke point and stop the enemy from pushing up. And also with fire here and from fire here, it's very, very difficult unless you have artillery fire to really hit them. Grenadier's moving up again. He's trying to get the half track up to make sure there's no MG or anything. If there was, he could just move around it with his forces, no problem. Rifle grenade for the fail. I'm kind of missing that regard, but he is moving up a lot of troops, which is a pretty bad thing, so GT has to focus in that regard. I'm trying to capture everything up here using the Beaufort to try to knock out the building. Because again, if I can use the... There we go. At least I know that suppressive barrage really works. Use it, you can actually do a lot of damage to buildings and neutralize it. Unfortunately, there's a chance for it. So what do I do? Well, here's the funny thing. When you have a Beaufort, and this is very important, actually, if you want to, do not just tell it to attack, because that can do a lot worse. So I made fire, and I can tell it to actually fire along the side. Then there's not going to be a lot of damage to front armor. But if you do it on the side, and toward the back, you get a lot of clear shots, thereby allowing it the ability to actually outlaw. Plus, my lowest hit coming in to save the day. And the N4 has to get the fuck out of there, because the Su-76 is a tank destroyer. Usually, with support, take out Panzer IVs or medium armor in that regard. Unfortunately, GT is kind of being flanked, although he wasn't expecting this bunker over here, kind of suppressing and holding them back, which is very nice. Really like that. Unfortunately, we have a Panzer Shrek that can possibly flank and neutralize that. But at least it is suppressing and neutralizing that, and it should start suppressing this unit, because it is directly in front of it. You have a bunch of mortars coming in, kind of knocking it out, and they are kind of reinforcing, which could be a major concern. Also, armor-piercing rounds could be instantly annihilated. But yeah, this guy's complaining about blob. This is a blob. This is controlling our units in a straight line and telling them all together. This is the definition of a blob. Luckily, again, I have an MG over here, kind of holding them back, along with some smoke that'll be called in, which is some basic artillery. The reason I'm calling them is very simple. That way, of course, it also native arties in my base, which I did upgrade, by the way, so I can get some better armor. Again, try to get a Cromwell out if possible. Been finding those actually to be very effective. But anyway, artillery coming in, that should at least hold them back temporarily. But this guy does have Infantry, so we don't have to worry about that. I also have to worry about healing this thing. My brother's doing pretty good on defense. But we do have a lot of these mortar teams coming up. But luckily, we kind of like combined, once again, blob them together right here. All together to take out my mortar. But the problem was, this was its native artillery ability and neutralized it. Unfortunately, versus hit, of course, I don't have one. My brother got me one of my new favorite commanders from the Soviets. It is called the Infantry Tactics, and I love it. You get the PTRS rifle, and not only are they good against armor, and I mean all types of armor, and also you can, but you also get the native anti-tank grenades, which can do we can do a lot of damage against tanks. Plus, and this is also another bonus. Plus, you can upgrade them. With this upgrade, they actually do better against infantry. So you have both a tank hunter tactic and that, which is a good overall. Panzer IV did knock out this thing, but you know, I also like my brother as a demo right here, waiting for them to come around as like a big blob. To be fair, after seeing this, I don't blame my brother. This is stupid. But he also goes studs, which I also think is stupid. Stupid. Yeah. Anyway, MG defenses over here, a lot of them kind of holding back any sort of assault. But Blue Leader's trying. Blue Leader is trying. And we're trying to push up. My brother, again, with the tank hunters, he also gets that native ability, which is the anti-tank bombing run. Really good against infantry and armor. I've done that quite a bit against like people who blob. It's actually very effective. Very nice mortars, by the way, but like I said, I feel like they're maybe slightly too accurate, although they are a more expensive mortar, so I guess that's the reason for it. Anyway, they're pushing up with more force on my side. In middle, we have GTA kind of refocusing his efforts. With this guy controlling the top with a Panther and stuff like that, GTA has been kind of focusing on more infantry, which is good, and that's been allowing him to push up and actually take back a lot of mid, which is very, very good. Also, here, a lot of bazooka teams, which is very good at just neutralizing armor and kind of being that extra support. Again, not necessarily rear echelon spam, but again, it's rear echelon being that they are support infantry, they're not front line, and also grabbing a free AT gun. Man, always grab that free AT gun. Cromwell moving up along with SU-76, getting some nice hits on the enemy. Commandos coming in for a sneak attack, again, as long as they're in cover, they are camouflaged. So my team's going to come around here, give myself some recon, move this Stug and be like, oh, I have to back up and get the fuck out of here. Cromwell's like, da-da-da, lag, da-da-da, and we'll go in there and try to win the day, because the Cromwell over... Why does it keep doing this? God damn it. The Cromwell over a lot of other armor is very, very mobile. Unless you go blitz on a Panzer IV, not much else can have that mobility. So in that regard, it's really good. Also nice blitz structure. How he went. The Tiger Doctrine. And then the there we go. Assault Support Doctrine. He escaped, but I didn't want to engage too much with Assault Support. I'm like, alright, let's pull back. But anyway, as my brother's telling me, oh, Greyshot over here, oh, Greyshot over here, use your suppressive barrage, I'm literally fighting. In this game, I literally have multiple times people are like, Greyshot, I need you to do this now, and I'm literally fighting a spoon or something. I'm like, alright, let me hold on, and I have to pull back my barely alive unit. But anyway, my express barrage comes in, starts suppressing them, starts killing them, and pushes them back. Panzer Force coming around with the flank. I'm gonna try to help with this area, make sure we can't push up anymore. And yeah, they're kind of just like stuck at the bottom of the hill, which is great because right now, if we look at resources, the enemy team actually has slight advantage on fuel, but we're winning on munitions. So, like right now, again, they do have the advantage, I guess. So we have to be very, very careful. And also, we can see here the boost of the Blitz truck is helping this guy get some more resources in this sector, which is good for him. He should probably heal his forces. Why is he? I guess he doesn't really care. But whatever. What I call in is, he calls in straight from support, which kind of sucks because then I kind of straight our infantry. But I call him like phosphorus, and the reason why I do that is very simple. That will, as we see here, the health of these units are going to decrease dramatically, which makes it very, very easy to kill them, which forces them to retreat or infiltrate. It may not kill them, but it's close enough. And if they have a full man squad and they don't have like a repair base, like for example, if he didn't have this medical facility, he would be kind of screwed. Very smart to also get the medical facility. A lot of people don't do that. Anyway, GTA and Blue Leader are pressing up on this left side. GTA Blue Leader, Jesus Christ. Blue Leader has Cromwell, also like me, and trying to help push up and take back this area. Now, remember how I said, like, again, I think I said in a previous game, no. I mentioned how the upgrade I don't remember, was, anyway, I think they have to bring in, like, more artillery focus. I've seen that a lot more. You know, a few more. Yeah, okay, now we have, like, one here. It's like, oh, okay. And again, let's just remind ourselves that this guy has one, that guy has one, and move on from there. But I do think that the patch did bring up a little bit more of a border focus, which I don't necessarily like. I like the fact that it should be more infantry focused. I don't like the fact that we have border focus, but, you know, that's just me. In any capacity, you can see here, Blue Leader trying to get that hill along with GTA's forces. GTA putting down the G bunker. Pretty smart. He's also getting himself a Jackson to help against armor, because right now they are getting Panthers and Brumbars, heavier armor that require some more serious firepower to really push back the enemy. We also have some AT guns here, which is very nice. Get more equipment. But we do have a bow for guarding the flank, which is very important, along with some AT forces, which is good, because again, if a Panther comes up, it's gonna have a really tough time fighting this. Now, my brother's pushing up, and with his SU-76 up on the hill, which, by the way, love this position, Tyler. Love it. Sniping tanks from very far away, with the PTRS rifles providing, like, the front line. And again, he has Stoops, alright? Stoops do not do anything against, well, except for the one with the short barrel, against infantry. They just don't, and with the extra AT stuff, it's just devastating. Now, as you can see here, they get 2 Panzer Whippers, and call it in. They did do a lot of damage from further. Actually, spiking entire unit. Is a problem. Move my Cromwell over, try to support, so I'd help them out. And, yeah, we're gonna see this guy's like, oh, I can hold this hill. I can do it. I can do it. I can win. And then literally my commandos come in like, oh, you're cute, and just completely mass murder this unit. I'm like, I'll take the Piat back, thank you. Again, commandos destroy close range, and I actually don't mind the Piat because that allows me to do a little bit more damage in armor. I see this, by the way, and I'm like, oh, yeah. This is a great opportunity. Move the Cromwell up, and the great thing about the Cromwell is because with speed, I can fire and then move back very quickly. So I don't have to worry about, like, let's say if I was a Sherman or a Panzer IV or a T-34 about moving in and then being worried about, you know, staying there and being killed by a better unit. Because Cromwell can easily outpace a lot of these. By the way, GTA, very nice hit with the Jackson, again, using that range. A very nice shark skin. I really like the shark skin. Very cool. Hunting right now. Actually, just saw the Shallows. I probably around the time of this goes up, I will be posting a review. I highly recommend it. You know, that. So very good shark film. Panther coming up. Another Panther, which is very bad. And although the Jackson's still able to do a lot of firepower damage to it. Unfortunately, a lot of bouncing going on. But again, that's native with Jackson. Oh wow, very nice. And even with the Jackson, it's not as hard to punch that front armor. Although very nice flank by the Blue Leader. Neutralizing the Panther. Although again, he is pulling back, he is kind of being swarmed by a lot of units. A lot of Panther Falcons are going to be coming in that area. This guy is like his mortar team over here, kind of holding. I'm trying to bring up another Beaufort to hold the flank. Probably not the best idea, probably should want armor. But now this guy has 3 Panzer Warfers, so yeah, already spam is going on our side by a good margin, as you can see by the amount of Panzer Warfers and stuff coming in. Luckily, our brother's using his native arty ability to the SU-76, kind of helping out. Plus, I have my Cromwell, which actually, funny enough, I moved up to try to take out this stuff. Still had problems. Now, he did use some type of SU-76 airstrike. I have no idea where that is. That was from the Elephant Commander. His ability with Jaeger armor, I think it's called. Luckily, the Cromwell, 2 stars, doing a pretty good job versus the Panzer IV, which, again, for some reason, he thinks it's still a good idea to keep fighting the win. Even though, again, I think I'm slightly more betting which allows me to be a little better overall. Oh, Tally, what are you doing? No, Tally, no. Oh, boy. Cat problem, or kitty problem. Move up, unfortunately, it's going to be overwhelmed. I do call the bomb strike. Now, I feel like this should be safe. I don't think they know my ability, which is like, okay, first off, it's bad. but I expected a lot more. And versing the Wehrmacht, the bombing strike is not as effective as one thinks because it's too scattered, and it's really only good against fortified tactical bases. Although as you see that bomb right there, that's just to uphold that history. And did kind of push them back, which is kind of a plus, but yeah, with the Wehrmacht, since all their forces are so mobile, it's very difficult to really discover the bombing strike. But GT and Blue Leader, on the other hand, uses this well-armed firepower, is just been blasting their way past this guy. And slowly but surely they've been winning from like a losing fight to really good advantage. Now, like I said, I don't know if the path is going to change that, but I've been seeing a lot more allied forces standing up in late game a lot better, which is exactly what I want to see. Exactly. Now, they have a lot of Panthers moving through here. For some reason, I didn't see that, for whatever reason. One moves this way, one moves the other way, and I'm like, oh, shoot. I'll try to help, but luckily we have other double S76s, which could help, but unfortunately, it's still two Panthers bouncing, and unfortunately, the Panther still has better armor, and versing the S76 can lose, and as you see, it did lose, but they did do a lot of damage versing these things. Also, as you see, my Gopher and whatnot, they're actually doing a lot of damage. So really, without support, they've kind of been sucking. Unfortunately, he tried to move up to kill it. Alas, he did not. Although, he could probably get a nice shot off on this thing if you can see it. Unfortunately, he can't. But if you're wondering, oh, Greyshot, what are you doing? Well, I gave myself a comment because I realized instead of going Bofors and fortifications, I thought my idea was to hold the hill. My brother can focus mid. That really isn't working. We really need to be less fortified and mobile. So that's my plan exactly. Although to be fair, Blue Leader's defensive positions over here have actually been doing pretty good at holding back enemy attacks. So I can't say fortifications are terrible or they're horrible. They should not be done. This is what I mean by the suppressive barrage. By the way, it starts coming down and then it just like nothing. So I don't. That was weird in my book. I was like, okay. And then he moves over the 3 Panzerwerfers. So yeah, this guy. Oh my god, the artillery spam is real. But I'm moving over my Comet, moving up the hill, gonna counter, because this thing is considered like a Panther, although good against pretty much all armored forces. The enemy team is getting Panthers, they are getting some more heavy armor. I mean, this guy does have heavy armor. So I'm not saying they aren't. I just feel the strategy in which they're using that is not very effective. Running them up the hill and kind of just fighting in this regard is not something we want to do. It's not going to be that effective. Now we can see here these guys are actually kind of focusing on the area they are good at on this right, and they are focusing on keeping the fuel and stuff like that. Right now we're losing. It's pretty hard. You see here overall they do have a lot of men. We have a lot of men as well, but they have more resources, which allows them to prolong the game and win, because they can take more losses. I move up a force over here. I think I'm going to lose this game. Yeah, I completely forget about this. I'm just going to get annihilated. Well, I'm like, oh, let's kill the mortar. Oh, I didn't expect 2 goddamn armies to be right there. That kind of sucks. But whatever. Suppression's still going on, keeping this unit back. Raiding we do have a Cromwell moving back up to help, and as you see here, doing quite a bit of damage. Along with this mortar. Hit over here. Although we do have an elephant. An elephant can be bad because, again, in wide open maps, it can destroy a lot of armor. Here's the problem, though. Here's the big problem. Where's their wide open area? This? You're on a hill. And for those who don't know, CH2 does have a system in which if you're on a hill, it's harder for the tank to hit the target. Because as you can see, it's hitting the goddamn hill. So, elevation is key. And right now, I mean, if he was at the top of the hill, sure. But he's still kind of like, not even at the top, he's still kind of like almost at the top, which makes it very difficult for either side to really hit. Now they are pushing, and unfortunately we do have a lot of quote-unquote armor on the other side, so I don't think this combo can do all that well. But I mean, they are using the elevation to their advantage, and firing them up is going to be a lot more difficult for these guys. Very nice Sherman Firefly ability. It knocks it out, kind of stops it. And for those who are like, oh, they ruined the Firefly by the launch, I actually think that was a good idea, because that allows the Firefly to be more of a... It's not necessarily a damage dealer, it's a support. Which I really like the idea of. Like, it normally does a lot of Firefly damage. Why do more? Why not just support so you can actually kill it? Wow, that was a nice airstrike. My brother called it in to try to help kill it, but unfortunately they are pushing up with a lot of armor right now. It's kind of bad in this regard. We're trying to push up here and pull them back. kind of try to destroy a lot of stuff. Luckily, Comet's up here, trying to help out. And luckily, again, Comet does do a lot of damage versus normal forces. He tried to do a Panzerfaust, but I think he was scared that we would kill it. He does have stormtroopers up here. He probably deployed them for the building, try to capture some territory. Again, decent idea. Stop us from capturing stuff, and if we go by star-wise, again, you can help win the game if you kind of decrease those points. But again, it's a long shot. I don't think you would really hold that point. But as you can see as well, I think Blue Leader and GTA should have pushed on the right. I don't know how yeah, they actually, never mind, they have a lot of Minesweeper. Although, actually, a Minesweeper would be really good. And kind of take over this territory, because there's really nothing over here. But they don't know that. I mean, we don't need them. Also, a lot of Transformers coming in. Again, they do an opening salvo to kind of just press, stop their armor and everything. You have a Pershing and Jackson. And Pershing, by the way, is goddamn beast. But it looks like a derpy tank with this thing coming at it, but in all honesty, you're still a Pershing. It doesn't matter if it looks like the derpiest tank ever, it's still going to destroy a lot of forces. Now, we do have this. We do have the Tiger Ace, and this could be a big problem if we were on the brink. And to be fair, in this situation where, yes, we could say, yes, we're getting close to the brink. We have the hill, and we have rarely been holding the hill. So we can say that we also Comet over here. We do call an airship with kind of bombs out but oh yeah, my thing goes through smoke. Thanks, by the way. Bounced off in a minute. Thanks, Comet. Thanks for the pathfinding. Try to charge at it, but I realized there's another one here. Like, oh no. And then the Tiger Ace shows up. I'm like, sorry, Tyler, bye. Yeah, the Tiger Ace is very good. It's very fed. It's fed up Tiger 1 out, but it's draining resources. So this guy's like, oh my god, this is gonna win. He's not only suffering severe manpower shortages, he's also suffering severe fuel. But at least he has enough fuel to back it up. He doesn't have enough manpower, though. He wasn't really in that regard. So that's a situation where it's like, okay, it's honestly not a good choice because he wasn't able to save up from it. And you can probably use resources up. My brother's using his Katusha again, trying to neutralize. He only has one Katusha, and like the 3 this guy has. Trying to neutralize these mortars to get more Transformers coming in, actually doing a lot of damage. I'm assuming all 3 of them fly. Take out those riflemen. They are pushing, by the way, trying to neutralize them. When I see these here, I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, by the way, if you just keep count, they have 3, 4, and I think Red has a 5th one. No. No, they just have 4. Okay. Whatever. Now you may be asking yourself, well, Greyshot. Oh my god, the Tiger Ace is escaping. Why don't they chase it down? You don't want to kill it. Well, to be fair, the bombing ship does go over to it. Almost killed it. It kind of forces them to retreat, which is very good for us. They also, once again, another Panther. Nice vet 2, by the way. Defender with grenades. Nice vet 2 Pershing, by the way. But like I said, I feel like the issue that they currently face is, A, they're not capitalizing on their advantage. Okay, right. They keep attacking where we're strongest, which is middle. Secondly, also it's a point where we can connect and kind of support each other, which is very helpful. And, anyway, back to my thing. We don't want to kill the Tiger Ace. It's killing them. It's literally, like, killing them from the inside out. It's like, well, the best way I can describe it is, it's like a country in civil war. It's like, literally, they're on the brink. It's literally tearing itself apart. We're at war with them right now, but we can literally wait for them to just be weak and then just move up and just swat them. Because literally, they're literally dividing themselves with this Tiger Ace to a point where he will have nothing, and a point but we come in and move in, it would be a lot easier to take him out rather than him actually getting a Panther and a few other armor units. Because he wouldn't suffer that extreme vehicle loss. That is so, it's so detrimental to him. So detrimental. Now, on the flip side, we are pushing back up, we're trying to retake our side, and we have been kind of pressing the point where we're strongest, we're pushing over here. Although, to be fair, they have a lot of pink workers, they're firing a lot, and they are starting to press strong. So, again, we do have a couple complications that will be going on. We do have again, it looks like they are prepping an assault, they're not going down without a fight. They still have a lot more resource, actually, somehow. more fuel than we do. I'm assuming just because we don't have a lot of fuel points. We should have probably focused on that, but kind of forgot. But yeah, they are preparing and staging assault. But like I said, I don't like when you verse this allied armor. I hate to. I'm not trying to be good luck. Very, very nice mortar killing on squad. But it's just like there's enough tank destroyers and whatnot that you will not live. Like the Firefly and everything, also the awesome looking shark tank. Oh my god, yes, the shark tank. Oh boy. It's just too much it's just too much. The enemy just can't get through. So you have to attack somewhere else. Well, if they're all looking this way, where do you attack? Oh, over here. You could literally rush armor and stuff through and just tear GTA and Blue Leader's, like, reserve forces in half. And by the time they remove all the armor this way, then you move up your secondary force and get it from behind. Oh my god, this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's send the Tiger Ace by itself into that allied line. Because that's going to work like a goddamn charm. Anyway, Firefly doing what it does best. Kind of pushing into the corner. It actually pushed itself. It can't go down. It has to go down this way, which is kind of good. It's using smoke, but still, you can't go down that way. You have to go down. You have to back up and this way. I like the Firefly thing. I don't blame you here. Like out here, I'm focusing over here. Again, they're trying to push up this small area, and we're just annihilating. Yeah, my brother's SU-76s are kind of using that long shot, and if he can take it out. Nope. He'll injure. Again, we're injuring him. Like, yeah, still heal, and it's still hurting. My brother calls me an airstrike, which kind of helps stop us from pushing up. And they have another thing coming up, but again, it's not really doing all that much. Now, on the flip side, Red did exactly what he wanted. He pushed up his Tiger Ace. It's fun. And again, he did a nice criminal blow. The problem is, he should have did that in the beginning, like I said. So this was a good tactic. It crippled my GTA and forces had to carry it. But I'm coming around, moving up, and just sweeping through because yeah, my armor is kind of going this back. Sorry. And it's still kind of slowly pushing up, but we're calling it some bomb strikes and whatnot to help push it down that area. The great thing about the bomb strike, it may not kill anything, it's gonna be running for the heaven. Because they're gonna see that those bombs coming and be like, oh, we can fight that. And you see the bombs like, oh, we can't fight that, and run away. So my comment is going toe-to-toe with these guys on my brother. My brother's using all the HP doing I'm just trying to get him out of here. So I live, fortunately Tiger is barely alive. Unfortunately it does kill me, but luckily with my brother's forces here, this Tiger is roughly screwed. Now he's got so many secret grenades, but with range also to show your armor with a lot of kill it a lot easier. We do have a front bar here kind of holding back the infantry, so very smart in that regard using the front bar. Also, probably wasn't smart with the buster against that over the sword, whatever. But yeah, I do like the idea of what they did. Punch around with one, but I feel like they should have flanked with a large army and then pushed with the smaller army, but they did the opposite, and it kind of backfired. I still have a couple tanks, I still have my Comet coming in to save the day, and the front bar over here is kind of on the edge, and they barely have any real armor and still want to fight. So that was their big armor push, and I feel like it kind of fell flat. They didn't gain much territory. They gained a little bit, but we're kind of sending more forces in. So honestly, I don't think that it was all that big of a success. Yeah. Anyway, my brother's still here capitalizing on this area. He's going to try to push up and also try to retake, honestly, a lot of the right area. Because again, it's like he has this huge open area. Why wouldn't he? And also his Katusha and stuff like that has been doing a lot of good hits against their mortar and other teams. So it's like, okay, the Soviets have a good advantage to keep pressing. They do not. They kind of wasted it, and now we're kind of focusing. If they think bringing in the Tiger Ace again also is going to help them win, they're sadly mistaken. Because GT is like, alright, time to kill this thing. I'm done. I'm through. And it is also Jackson and Pershing. The Pershing can go toe-to-toe. It can't win. It won't win. It'll probably die. But it can at least take a few hits. And while Jackson, two snipe from afar, which kind of failed. Not entirely sure what that was going to do. Tiger Ace again using smoke. Again, Panther Tactician use smoke to get away. Well, unfortunately, he'll see you. Kablooey. Come on, one more hit. One more hit. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. Because again, it's just... Unfortunately, with this area, it's a small, it's a slope that provides a big issue. And with that, that guy leaves. Red, again, he lost his Tiger Ace. He's done. He's through. I'm going to fast forward it because it is pretty much getting close to the end. We are pressing more, and we actually are starting to see a lot more of their armor and whatnot. They have, again, the double Panther coming up and like, oh, we're going to win, we're going to win. And my brothers and all this stuff is like, yeah, right, my infantry. I think the problem is also they didn't bring up a lot of anti-armor infantry, or infantry in general. If I think if they would have done that, that might have been more effective. Bomb Strike came in, did a lot of damage to the enemy, and also the Commando Glider somehow still lived. I called GT because it's like, oh yeah, okay, GG. Brother kills the Panther, very nice. I love your YouTube, say hi to Mom. Oh god, that's great. But yeah, we're just running around, just killing their stuff, because why wouldn't you? Like, at this point, we know where all their armor is. Like, we know that all their stuff is over here, so why not try to kill it? They move up all the Panther Warfers and whatnot. My brother's kind of messing with this guy, so I don't mind. More Panther fire. I feel like that was a good idea versus the blobs. I just don't feel like it was very effective. It didn't target it. Alright, GTA using infantry and then distractions from the back is pretty smart. Also, I love these commandos. If you don't know, it provides recon. So we can see all the area. Anyway, so Blue is moving up with his Comet / Firefly armor. Again, he has a free Firefly. That is nothing to sneeze at. That thing is very powerful. But anyway. So I'm like, F this, let's move up, let's do this. So Comet's rushing up. And I'm kind of using, I still have War Speed available so I can kind of run around. I see this, I'm like, oh, hello there. War Speed's going in. I go over here, I try to see if he ran. Try to see if he retreated, like, no, alright. Move back over here, kill this thing, and I'm like, alright, where'd he go? And I see these, I'm like, oh, he's firing over here. Okay, back up, back up, back up, back up, and hello. Goodbye to all your stupid mortars. In that regard, they move from Panther being like, oh, I can fight this, and he's like, oh, screw this. I'm like, by the way, before you say yes, having 3 Panther Warfers is already spam in my book, and also nice to see guys guarding the hill. Love this location for Soviet armor, and you can snipe a lot of stuff, which is very cool. Panther coming in, try to save the day, but like I said, too much AT and just annihilated. And now we're going to make a small push toward their base, which is pretty much going to make them surrender. Because again, they have nothing. They really don't have any armor. They have a Tiger. Congratulations, you got a normal Tiger. Try to push up the hill. I'm guessing to do something, but really not. There's all their AT forces over here, so you could easily, you know, get the stuff back. But yeah, with essentially me assaulting their base and running around and everything else going on, there was no chance. There was no chance. But not the best game, but hey, I thought it was interesting, at least what I so far think of the COH2 community so far, and like the new patch and everything. I don't think it necessarily ruined the game, but it has implemented some new strategies that I feel like more artillery, which I don't think is a good thing. I hate when a game turns into an artillery fest, because then it's just a bore. Although, to be fair, when it's stuff like the B4, sure, yes, I'll get excited, but if it's just normal, like, mortar spam, stuff like that, I'm like, oh, god damn it. No, none of this bullshit, please. But anyway, we look at overall, we can actually see that GTA got most damaging kills. So again, I may talk down GTA a lot of the time, just because I think some of the things he says is kind of questionable. Actually, a lot of it is questionable. But he's still a pretty good player, and I kind of enjoy what he did this game. Blue Leader, for being a new player, did really well, and actually beat every other player on the enemy team, which also says a lot. Semper Looney was their player with the most kills, but that was all because of mortars. And most damage was almost tied, but Katusha edged it out, I think, because of his Panthers. But yeah, that's pretty much game. My brother and I kind of tied. So, yeah. Also, kind of, he's here now, so you may expect him in more CH2 videos. So, yeah, that's game. Again, send me your replays. This will be coming out probably on Sunday, if I had to guess, and then more regularly updated CH2 content will come out. Probably all sorts of replays, because I feel bad. up through next week, and also keep in mind I'll be heading to RTX, so maybe some special stuff there. But in any case, I want to thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17. Time to go over your comments. Much skill coming from Axis player. Wonder how he'll play after the patch. Yeah, Axis got nerfed pretty interestingly. You're making really good video. Can we play 1v1? I don't care for 1v1s, so maybe. Player 1 games. Hey Greyshot, love your videos, and my suggestion is for you to make more gameplays of CH2. I try to hit a limit, although to be fair, my hiatus has not helped, but I only don't try to do more than 3, unless there's a live stream or something. Hey Greyshot, I have a question for the next video. Is there a play enough for the balance mod, or you play a few games post-update? I would like to hear your opinion, or the blah, blah, blah. Alright, I'm currently gonna surmising a video, and I will have that along with a normal CH2 video probably Tuesday or Thursday, just to give myself a week to figure out this patch, because I haven't really been able to dive into it because of my move, but we shall see. I would like to hear your opinion, or the 50 cal buff to pen. Oh, that doesn't seem bad. Alright, in my opinion, the USF guy just focused down on this with Calliope. He could have won. Yeah, he should have. He could have. Both sides really could have won. Nexus player need more Stukas. No, he did not. With the Luftwaffe ground forces, you are so right. I have played against it almost every 1v1 against OKW, and fair enough, 1v1 Fallschirmjägers can be pretty powerful, but most people just get to get the MG. Yeah, and now the OKW has MG, and now they're losing. But we shall see. In any case, that's all your comments. I'll have an update on the update soon. And again, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.